Hi, I'm Lucia. Let's get one thing straight. I'm not a natural-born researcher. So I've put this behind-the-scenes video together to entertain you with the missteps and pratfalls that occurred when I pulled this research article together. It all started in 2024 when I attended a lot of e-commerce events. I was gaining valuable insights into how data was being used to boost profits for e-commerce retailers. But I realised that none of it was being saved anywhere. Meanwhile, the retailers I spoke to were drowning in data but still struggling to take action. That's when I had a light bulb moment. Why not gather all this knowledge into one research piece to help businesses in 2025? I floated the idea with AJ and Chloe, whom I met at the Digital Expo in October. Chloe had done something similar before and gave me solid advice, and AJ was my biggest cheerleader, always supportive yet honest when something wasn't working. So I decided to dive in and start filming video interviews to gather these data insights. Sounds simple, but it wasn't. First I chose Riverside FM for the interviews. Let's just say it had a learning curve. Calendar invites didn't sync, calls from mobiles wouldn't connect, and I never figured out how to blur the background. Then came scheduling. Turns out Q4 was the worst time to ask e-commerce professionals for a chat. Something about Black Friday and Christmas keeping them a bit busy. Who knew? Still, I powered through my contact lists, sent a lot of messages, and somehow managed to convince 21 amazing people to take part. Now onto the interviews. There's a lot I couldn't control in my shared workspace, and at times it felt more like an episode of You've Been Framed, rather than the professional interview image that I was trying to present. One guest stopped mid-sentence to say,
"There was a guy just walked behind you. Do you want to redo that bit?"
Another time, an artist in my shared workspace decided right then was the perfect time to enroll and cut a giant piece of paper, rustling noises everywhere.
Can you hear the insights?
At one point, an AI transcript caught me saying, "I'd like to achieve over £300,000 for you." Spoiler alert, that was actually a co-worker's telephone call we picked up. I'm not that good at multitasking. And let's not forget my personal battle with working in a large drafty room in the British winter, taking off layers before each call and putting them back on afterwards. Despite these issues, the interviews were my favourite part of the project. As my interview skills improved, I had amazing, free-flowing conversations with the experts who shared my enthusiasm for data and insights. After all that, I had 21 recordings, over 7 hours of content, and 30,000 words of transcripts. Basically, I accidentally wrote a book. Editing was a huge exercise. I took out my red pen and got started. After lots of backwards and forwards conversation, confusions and typos, the report finally took shape, with each interview distilled into one page of insights with a killer tip. A fantastic designer stepped in, making it look all polished and professional. Was it worth it? Absolutely. The final report is packed with insights that e-commerce retailers can use in their business. And now I've survived this round, I'm already planning a bigger, better version for 2026, this time with fewer tech headaches and hopefully fewer background interruptions. I would love to hear, have you ever started a project that spiraled into way more than you expected? Let me know in the comments.